The fitness industry is so screwed right now. If you think about it, the world is handing us easy buttons left and right. You have Ozempic for weight loss, you have TRT for muscle gain, and to be honest, you don't even need a real doctor to get these things. You can have it online in an afternoon by the end of the day if you really wanted to. And then we have things like AI coming online that can perfectly track your macros and make your meal plans, and then also give you a pretty solid workout program if you want to. So where does that leave the fitness or health professional when most of these things can just be solved by hitting an easy button? Well, here's the deal. We know that easy buttons never actually work off in the long term, but people don't actually know that. So they're going to have to go through this cycle of trying to hit all these easy buttons and running into the issues that easy buttons create. Typically, there's always a side effect for any easy button that's hit. But I do think the death of the large-scale fitness industry, fitness business is about dead. There's going to be a few major players who've done it, and I'm talking about people who have like 10,000 or thousands of customers, or people who have 5,000 people paying $50 a month, something along those lines. That type of fitness and health professional, I think, is a dinosaur, and it's dying slowly. And I think that death is actually going to speed up quite a bit. And the reason being is because you don't want to chase that anymore. People have too many easy buttons to hit, so you can't really appeal to the masses because the masses don't really want what most people have to offer. And what most fitness and health professional and strength coaches have to offer is, here's the work. I can tell you the work, the hard stuff that has to get done, and you're going to have to do it. Nobody wants to hear that. Not a lot of people want to hear that. 10,000 people don't want to hear that. But 15 or 20 people, they might want to hear that. So here's the solution. My kids just started recently dabbling with video and YouTube and all this kind of stuff. And I showed them the basics, but they started doing some video editing. And my wife is like, is this the skills? Like, is this the skills of the future? Is this what they need? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if video editors will be a thing in the future, but here's what I know right now. I've got a friend who has like 4 or 5 video editing clients, pay him a good amount of money to do most of their YouTube and short form content. He makes like $20,000 a month. He has 4 or 5 clients, and clients are not hard to find. He doesn't want to take on any more clients, and he's making a lot of money. How much more money do you actually need? Now, I'm not saying that you can't earn more, but $20,000 a month with nobody on your team and you're the only person and all you have to do is do your damn job, that's a pretty good living, right? Like, and most people can accomplish that. Most people can accomplish that. And that's the same case for what's happening to the health and fitness professional. You don't need to chase having 20, 30,000 people on an email list or subscribe to your fitness program. That's not really how things are going to work out in the future. What you have to niche down to, people think they need to niche down to like kettlebells or barbells or Pilates or whatever. That's not the niche. The niche is becoming effort. You have to find the people who are saying, you know what, I know all these easy buttons exist, but I would rather put in the work. Like there's some value mentally and as a human being, there's some value to putting in the work. You have to find the people who understand that and believe it. And they're far and few between. But if you find them and you have your 15 to 20 people and you charge appropriately, hey, maybe you're making $5, $10, $20, $30,000 a month. You have a small team, maybe an assistant to help out with some emails, and that's all you really need to succeed in the new world. So that's the future. It's everything getting smaller. If you've been paying attention to a lot of the gurus on YouTube and in other spaces, they've had these massive followings, 1 million followers, 500,000 followers, 150,000 subscribers, whatever. And they're abandoning these large channels where they were putting out a lot of cookie cutter information that appealed to the masses, and they're starting these new niche channels specific to mentorship or business or something like that. And these channels have much fewer and smaller subscriber bases, but these smaller niched channels and these smaller niched content channels, wherever you want to put them, are making them about 100x the amount of money. And the reason is because you have the right people listening to the right message and it's congruent with the right offer. So that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to niche down to a specific action that people need to take, like effort, as opposed to the kettlebell. And then another thing you're going to need to do, get an email list. That's number 2. And then the third thing is you want to keep that email list small. You want to keep your community small, and you want to keep it engaged. We're talking about your life's work here. Now, what's scalable? I'm so much less interested in what's scalable today. I've been doing that for the last 10 plus years, scaling companies. And I do enjoy it. I have enjoyed it. But if we think about like just for most people, maybe that ship has sailed for most people. Maybe a truly massively scalable business, and I'm talking about a massive one, tens of millions of dollars, maybe that's not in the cards for a lot of people with all the easy buttons that are coming online. But is making a living, a really good, comfortable living with a high income, very possible with a few people and a very niched message possible, that's 100% possible. And that's what you should be chasing. You should be chasing down this niched channel, this niched content down to effort, the actions the human needs to take. Get a small email list, keep it small. Do not try and grow it for the sake of growing it. There's no real point in doing that. And then keep it engaged. Make sure people are replying. Make sure you're actually helping people. And if you're doing all these things, you will survive. As more and more people start to hit easy buttons, you'll find the right people who are not okay with easy buttons and they want to put in the effort. But if you keep trying to chase and appeal to the masses, you're going to fail. And you're going to have to try harder to get any of this done. Good luck.